Good morning, Matt Heath.
G'day, G Lane. Boy, we've
Jeez.
spent a lot of time together lately, haven't we?
We have. We spent
ripped Queenstown a new one.
last weekend. Yeah, we did rip Queenie a new one. It was quite a long week when you're in Queenie all weekend.
Yeah.
And then freezing your ass off and then coming straight up to the tropical climes of Auckland. And
Yeah. Do you remember when the CEO of the particular company that we were emceeing this corporate situation for described you and I as the funniest two men in New Zealand before we got on stage?
Yeah, there was a lot of expectations to live up to as we got up on stage.
Look, I can't support that as a statement.
Yep. And also,
I appreciated it, but factually, way off.
And also the fact that this presentation and prize giving we did was outdoors. And at the time, it was -6 degrees.
Yeah.
I shit you not.
At Walters Peak, possibly the most beautiful spot in the world, blasted out there on the Earnslaw. I was terrified because on your recommendation, I just watched Shipwrecked, Nightmare at Sea, the documentary on the Costa Concordia, and I was sure the Earnslaw was listing.
It was listing the whole time. I'll back you up on that. We were going in a straight line across Lake Wakatipu, and it was listing to the left the whole time.
Yeah, it was listing. So I sort of sidled over and had my drinks over by the lifeboat.
There was not many lifeboats.
No, there was not enough lifeboats. But you were like, it's a lake. You can't drown in a lake. I was like, I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I mean,
It's
I didn't say
cold.
I didn't say you can't drown on a lake. James McOnie's here. Welcome. Welcome. James McOnie's back in the country. He's flown straight in. He's got a nice haircut. He's got a fresh fade. He's got his cup of tea. We haven't started yet, by the way. We're just talking.
G Lane and I were involved in a near nautical incident. Is it nautical on a lake?
Yeah, it's still nautical, isn't it? If it's on a lake, freshwater lake.
On the Earnslaw. We nearly went down.
We did nearly go down, but we didn't.
Yeah.
But we did it.
I was certainly listing all over the place. But yes, anyway. Good
Going
times.
down
I've seen a
on-
lot of you lately, G Lane, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Going down on the Earnslaw would be quite the Queenstown movie, wouldn't it? Because it's the one that hasn't been made yet.
Yeah.
They've done everything down there, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've done Lord of the Rings. They've done a lot of Cliff Curtis movies in the hills.
Yep.
Have you been in a movie down there?
No, I've been in productions down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love it. They did Celebrity Treasure Island in there in the lakes. They didn't even go to a beach or an island.
Yeah, they got to change the name of that Celebrity Treasure Island. It's not on an island. It hasn't been on an island for a long time, unless you count, the islands of New Zealand.
Well,
But I don't think you really. I mean,
Well,
you
maybe-
can do it in
maybe we
Australia.
should.
Then you can say Australia's an island if you want to get silly with it, right?
Yeah.
But no, they should do Earnslaw Nightmare on the Lake.
Imagine if they did it somewhere like,
Nightmare on the Lake.
in Papua New Guinea, Nightmare on the Lake, going down on the Earnslaw.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to go down near the engines where it's nice and warm.
yes.
Yes.
It takes you out to a nice little homestead, doesn't it? Somewhere where you can have some Devonshire teas.
That's where we were.
Yeah,
at
we
the
went to Walter Peak.
Yeah, Walter Peak.
Yeah, the Devonshire tea and an afternoon cup of they had the stack of cupcakes and petit fours.
I'd say it's 60% boomers, 30% families, and 10% you guys drunk as skunks. Isn't it? Or 5%.
Well, we were on a corporate retreat, so it was
It was 100%
it was
wasted.
It was 100% sort of tradie types.
Yeah.
Great people, great New Zealanders.
Yeah.
But
it
as I was saying before, you just missed it. We were introduced onto the stage as the funniest two men in New Zealand.
Oh, no, the worst setup. I've tried to tell people, just say I'm a journalist. Say I'm a journalist. Don't say anything about being.
Run me down.
Run me down.
We like to apologise for the next people. We want to distance ourselves. We couldn't afford anything better.
Exactly.
That's how you want to be introduced.
It's totally the best introduction you can have. Someone who goes, "Oh, this guy will crack you up, guaranteed." It's like, I don't know about the guarantees.
Strangely, though, we did manage to get quite a few laughs, didn't we?
Yeah, apparently attacking someone for their facial hairs goes down quite a treat with tradies. Describing a various
Bullying people on stage is where it's at in 2026.
Picking people out from their regions and mentioning the stereotypes is always a winner, I find, because it's like, obviously the people from that region are sort of vaguely pissed off, but everyone else is loving it, the pile-on, so it's like...
Well, we had that woman from Tokoroa who did it to herself.
Oh, yeah.
She won an award for just being ridiculously violent on the field. And she's like, I'm from Tokoroa, what can I say?
Yeah.
So what did you expect? Bring it.
Also, I mean, the team that won it were from Northland, so it's been a great week for Northland.
Yeah.
Absolutely great week for Northland, because we'll get into it, because last night, what a win by the Taniwha over Canterbury. So we'll get into it live.
Have we started this podcast yet?
Not quite. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studios. This is the agenda for Friday, the 21st of August.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Can we say up the waz?
Up the fucking waz.
Up the waz, up the Taniwhas.
Up the fars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up the fars, yes, of course.
Yeah,
the
but
fars.
up the tunnies, you're saying. I think up the tunnies. Can you
No,
say
up the
that?
fars.
Up the fars.
Up the fars.
Up the fars. Here is audio of Rob Rush post-match.
For the first time
That's not
since
Rob Rush.
1978, the Ranfurly Shield, the famous Loggerwood, is heading to the far north. It is Northland's trophy. It is Northland's night.
Okay, so
Northland's moment
Rob
to
Rush.
enjoy.
Where's
to
Robin
soak
Rush?
up, to
Where's Rob
relish.
Rush?
They take the
Sorry.
Ranfurly
I mean,
Shield.
someone's
a famous win.
have something through ChatGPT and delivered some notes at the end there, but
We'll drop.
That was Swanners, the lovely
Yeah.
Swanners. I would Robin Rush. We'll put him in there, but he says, "Mum and Dad, don't call me.
Yeah.
Don't bother. I won't pick up." Although his dad Eric Rush was in the stand, so he probably was going to basically say, "This is a high and by."
Because it was the winger as well. There's Rob Rush, who was number 6, and then there was a winger as well for Northland. Another Rush, I've forgotten his first name.
Yeah.
Are they both Eric Rush's sons, or are they just a part of the famed Rush family?
Oh, I don't know actually. This is another Cheers G Lane, but
Well, you're the rugby guy.
But the thing is, because Eric's brother Robin, from back in the day, I played rugby against him. He's a good player, and I think he's got kids playing rugby too. So possibly both. Yes, I'd say both. Eric's.
I do. I'm going to love what they're going to get up to in the next kind of 24 hours, because they have Rob Rush is his son and Brady Rush is
Brady.
his son.
If it's Brady, it is.
So it's Brady and
if
Rob.
you'd said Brady, I would have gone, oh yeah, that's him.
So both have
But
sons.
Robin's got boys playing rugby as well, I think.
isn't it interesting that the Ranfurly Shield is now so synonymous with just going loose,
Yeah.
like celebration? It's it's the Loggerwood, it's all these things, but it is how hard is the team going to go?
Is it like the domestic rugby flat red card? That's what it is, isn't it? So when you're in
everyone
a flat,
has to go out.
Yeah. So in a flat, when you play the red card, everyone's got to go out and till the wee hours in the morning.
I was talking to my son on the phone the other day, and he goes, "Oh, blah blah blah." He's here doing this, and he goes, "Oh shit, someone's throwing down the red card." So,
but I feel like the Ranfurly Shield is
You
that
have to
now.
go. Yeah, it is.
If you win that, it's the team red card.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go on a 24-hour bender. They're going to head back up to Whangarei. They've got the whole weekend. Perfect way to do it on a Thursday night.
and then they got to face the Mako.
Yeah, but they've got a 3-day license.
Yeah.
But even team hangovers you can spot, like the England football team, they were a bit ropey as the Arsenal guys sort of came back in drips and drabs after winning the Champions League. Like they were just, we're going to rest them. They've had a long season. It's because they've been on a massive bender.
Is it the most credible thing you can do is just put in an absolute blinder to take the Ranfurly Shield, but then limp into the first challenge and lose it because it shows that you're fully honoured and how important it was for you to win it, that you've celebrated so hard that you're in no state to defend it.
Totally. That's a sign of mark of respect of true mana for the Shield.
If you just turn up with with nothing, just suspiciously nothing compared to what you had against Canterbury.
Why are your eyes so beady today? It's like the lights. It's like but it's 7 o'clock at night. It's like a floodlit match. No, it's just too much. But I mean, Waikato did that. I went down there for the game in Southland. The Stags lifted it a week later because there were heroics from Lima Sopawanga who kicked the winning goal. And I was like, we've got to go down and watch this. And then Southland, boom, it was like all over. Did they lose it a week later as well? Was that like hot potato shield?
Yeah.
This is the thing that
So it's normally you've got Canterbury looming to take it off you. That's the problem. So how good was it to Canterbury to lose to Northland?
Yeah, it was a great thing. The drought. So Northland last won it in 78. But I'm picking that this is actually the longest drought because the only other team that's waited longer is Manawatu. But they won the NPC in 1980. So they've had some fun.
Yeah.
They've had some fun in the 80s, but with a bit of a celebration, you win the NPC. So this is probably the longest drought proper of a major, something.
Yeah. And they were known as North Auckland.
Yeah, they were different boundaries, but this is Northland. It's the Taniwha, Cambridge Blue. It's the same team.
Yeah,
Auckland, it was only called North Auckland because of the, Aucklanders had this kind of like gravitational pull, didn't they? It was like, we were South Waikato. South Auckland. We were South Auckland before they became Waikato.
Oh, really?
I think so.
So everything was just you're deep south of Auckland, you were Wellington.
That's right.
Very well. Their first challenge is
Well, and yet Auckland doesn't really try and claim any teams at all itself.
It doesn't actually want its own team, and it's like we're not even bothered with that. And probably Aucklanders would say, "Oh, there's a game on Pukekohe. Should we go down?" They'd rather get the hell out. How many Aucklanders are going to go up to Whangarei? Heaps next weekend for the Tassie. They got Tasman, which are pretty good.
And we've got the Battle of the Bridge happening tomorrow. Harbour versus Auckland at 5 o'clock at Albany. That's probably the next big one, where North Harbour are favourites at $1.55. And it doesn't happen that often. I can't remember the last time there was a Battle of the Bridge Harbour-Auckland match in which Harbour were favourites. But there you go, 5 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Because I think I'm going to the curtain raiser, the Rosmini versus Westlake game for the North Harbour schools
That's
champs.
on quite early. That's on like midday. But
so I'm not going to wait around for...
You're not going to wait around and watch Auckland get pantsed by Harbour? No.
No.
Well, you're not going to see Franklin Lane and Pippa Lane on the field. They're doing the Guard of Honour.
Okay, I'll go for the lanes. I'll go for the lanes. But the thing is, Israel Leota, who's playing for North Harbour, he's the best, almost the most exciting player you'll see in the NPC. He's a freak. He's
also signed to go to France.
Has he? Bugger.
Yep, he's gone.
But the All Blacks they would have been circling, but the problem is they've gone and they went big for Whiniung and Ofor.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Israel Leota shows up, who's an absolute bloody box office, leaping, running, fending kind of winger, and he's tall. It's like, what do we do now?
And he's taken the high ratty pony to another level as well.
Yeah, he has. Have you seen his ratty?
But it's beautifully plaited though. It's a big, thick plait, like a big horse plait. Because the little horsey, the little kind of grainy horsey, it looked a bit scrappy. The one that Warner Dearns was operating. This one
he had the Anakin going. Didn't he?
This one is a full plaited, long, jet black pony.
The creativity. How do you make that decision? I always wonder. You're walking around. Most people just have some hair. And then you go, you know what? I'm going to do something very, very creative. Probably your agent suggesting you do it.
Yeah.
Like we're going to sign you up, but you're going to have to go.
Need something.
We need a little something on the top of the head there to make you stand out.
Yeah, just give us something. Give us a point of difference. They're like a lot of the other wingers. We need something different.
I tried to go creative yesterday, first day back in the office at Crow Goes Wild in 2 months, and so I turned up with my Glasgow road cone hat, double denim to represent the Canadian tuxedo, and a tartan sash, and I was playing on my Bluetooth speaker Return of the Mac.
Yep.
And to really muted reception, like it wasn't actually worth it. I knew it was like a scene from The Office. It was deliberately cringe, but people just cringed.
Yeah,
so it was actually kind of like
tough crowd.
Were you doing the? Were you walking and doing the call and response for Return of the Mac?
It is. Oh my God! Here I go.
Pump up the world.
That's right. Watch my flow. Yeah, no.
You got to concentrate on the. Maybe you were hitting too much. The Return of the Mac,
Return of, because you can't say, because it's a name.
Were you carrying the UE Boom with you as you were doing it?
It's a very small purple one, G Lane. It wasn't very manly.
Yeah. No, well, you got to give it a hundy.
I thought I'm going to give it a hundy.
You got to celebrate. Sometimes you just got to celebrate yourself.
Did you bring the Toblerones in or anything?
No,
office chocolates.
Because when you bring food through, you go through the lane that takes ages in customs. So if you go nothing to declare, they give you express lane and off you go.
You don't declare lollies, do you, though, and chocolates? You just
you have to.
Really?
I don't.
No, I don't.
I don't know that. Do you have to declare? You have to declare like cocaine and stuff, though, don't you?
No. You wouldn't do that.
Well, you wouldn't do that.
No.
Maybe not Toblerone, but they just say, what food have you brought in from? Oh, I guess, I mean, I didn't take them anything.
It's a good excuse, though.
Yeah.
Not having to, because they're quite expensive.
I wanted to get the Ferrero Rocher. Have you seen the tray with the different types?
Oh, yes.
The white Ferrero?
Oh, yes, I've seen that. And every time I say another Ferrero Rocher ambassador. No one understands what I'm talking about.
Ah.
You remember that ad?
If you're thinking I'm going to a party and I've got nothing, that's actually not a bad option because no one's going to poo-poo it.
Yeah.
People will say thank you. It's very
Ferrero
thoughtful.
Rocher.
I was quite old when I realised my dad didn't love me because because he was overseas a lot.
Do we play this? Can we play the vulnerable music? 'Cause
Yeah.
we're doing raw and vulnerable podcasts
Yeah.
these days. So
Okay.
there you go.
So I was quite old when I realised that my dad didn't love me.
Yeah.
Because I always thought he put in a lot of effort. He was overseas a lot. He was away a lot with his job.
Yeah.
And I always thought, look, he always brings me something back. And then one day, when I started travelling myself, I realised he's grabbing the first thing he can as he comes through
Yeah.
from the
lolly section.
lolly section. And just at the very last minute, just grabbing it and hiffing it in a bag for
At
me.
least he thought of you.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't at the last minute, he still thought of you.
Do you know what? I think that's what I saw was the Professor Heath section as I walked through. I looked to my right and I went, who's giving this last minute effort, this lack of effort?
Getting like some booze for my mum. And then at the last minute, just hiffing a few lollies in the bottom of the bag. Actually, you're worse.
Hey,
Because you get the biscuits from the Koru Lounge and you wrap them up in a tissue.
That is a shame. That's a shameful accusation.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Heath, back the fuck off.
That is a shameful accusation. It might be true, but it's shameful. And yes, and occasionally there is a lounge that has chocolate fish. And I'm looking at you, Queenstown, which is perfect because I can wrap those up and take them back and put them in my bag.
No, I'm thinking for a cup of tea later. The biscuits and they do a good Anzac.
Yeah.
In the Koru Lounge.
Oh yeah. So,
Yeah, just grabbing some stuff from the duty free. You kids don't know.
No,
They don't know. They don't know where it comes from. You grab a cup of tea from the Koru and give it to them.
I've had no Koru access for a year and it's been really tough.
Right.
yeah.
First world problem.
I remember when your kids are little.
Being raw and vulnerable.
When your kids are little now, because we have to care a lot more about our kids than our parents cared about us. There'd always be one day that you're away that was complete. I remember being overseas with you a number of times, G Lane, and we've got to do that full day away looking for toys for our kids and a massive hangover. It's a lot of pressure.
So bad.
You're in some toy store on bloody Oxford Street.
Looking for Nidos. I don't know what they are.
Oh, don't worry. I have come back. I mean, I bought lots of stuff for my daughter, but in the past, I've bought stuff for nieces, nephews, the works, and it's like I got a full-sized what's it, to infinity and beyond?
Oh, Buzz Lightyear.
A Buzz Lightyear. Fucking hell. It was hard to... I pretty much came back with just like stuff from Oxford Street, which is expensive toys as well. Yeah. The Disney store... I got the full Muppet selection. I think it was more for me because the Muppets are our generation, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like if I say to my daughter, look, it's Kermit and Miss Piggy, they're in love or whatever. And she's like...
You got to be careful
Really?
what's from your generation. This is off topic from sport. But, when we were driving to the airport to take our kids to Disneyland and we're like, kids, we're going to Disneyland. They're like, what? What's Disneyland?
Could you please explain?
And then so there was just a huge education all the way over to get them, had to get them G'd up for Disneyland in 48 hours before we got there.
Meanwhile, you've just crushed thousands of dollars.
We've got a big-
on something they've got no idea about.
The big announcement to make. Disneyland.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that?
I've heard Disney World's better, Dad. Is this true? Yeah, fuck it is. Okay, shut up.
Can we go to the Dude Perfect set?
Yeah, true. Is Mr. Beast going to be doing something? Is he giving away $100,000 for walking over the lava?
So late last night, Dave Rennie named his team for the first test. No massive surprises. Probably the biggest one was the return of the Dutch rudder, Fabian Holland.
Apparently, according to the Herald, fighting through historical guilt to turn up.
Yes.
They really lacquered that on him.
Yeah.
I can't, but that story annoyed me just because I was like, why is he...
Why are you singling him out for...
What's his deal with it? It's like...
And then it came up as a flash. It's like Fabian Holland dealing with historical guilt, returning to South Africa. It's like... What are you fucking talking about?
This is crazy, but also, what are they going to do with Anton Segner when it's his turn? I'm like, what are they going to?
I don't know if we can fully blame Fabian Holland for
a youngster who grew up in Holland and came to New Zealand to play for the All Blacks, and they've somehow pinned apart.
We need to put the world of guilt. You need to go and you need to flagellate yourself, strip yourself nude, and flagellate yourself in front of Nelson Mandela's grave.
Or do it in the south.
You're not going to the captain's run, Fabian.
Yep.
You're flagellating yourself in front of Nelson Mandela's bloody grave.
And then you're heading to Robben Island and doing the same.
Yeah.
And then you're selected.
Yeah. Because of your guilt.
But the guilt thing is kind of crazy because how far back are we going to go? Are there descendants of Pol Pot or Genghis Khan or whatever the hell you've got? Like, are we going to?
When we go and play Japan, someone said, well, we've
Japan,
just done a bit
yeah.
of an investigation and
no.
your dad, bloody,
that's some terrible stuff.
Your granddad really fucked up some Japanese on a couple of islands around here.
But
the war.
No, but in the end, even just playing Japan, right? It's
Yeah.
like, come on, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
That I mean, I've interviewed. I remember one of my interviews was of a prisoner of war, and I mean, it's pretty hard to do now. I think they're all kind of like dead and buried, RIP. But this is like my first year as a journalist, and talking about the prison camps run by the Japanese army in Indonesia.
Yeah, right.
And holy shit, the stories. I was like, we won't go into it on the agenda. But
I was staying down near Featherston, and there was a gun tower there, and I was staying in this big place that was where they kept Japanese prisoners of war.
Yeah.
And they mowed down a few of the gun tower there. So should we feel terrible when we go over there? What about when the USA plays Japan in the often in the final of the baseball World Cup?
yes.
They're harbouring a lot of a few years ago they nuked 2 cities here.
Harbouring a lot. I see what you're
There's a
saying.
bit.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's very
they're
good. It's
harbouring a
very
lot
good.
of
It's very good. Resentment.
Yeah, harbouring a lot of.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right,
Okay.
anyway, Fabian,
but
I just hope he can play through the guilt.
Anton Segner, though, he's been named on the bench. Him and Peter Lakai, they've got 2 loose forward reserves because obviously got Tupuvai, the mahi monster, who can slip into lock as well. And D-Mac's back, a fullback, back from injury. Will Jordan gets his first run in the team, playing on the right wing. So I think it's a pretty good team. I think it's pretty good.
Got kind of
You're
no
saying he's getting his first run in the team? Oh, you mean since being away? you
in
mean?
South Africa,
This-
yeah.
this-
Yeah,
So-
because he played all the tests, didn't he?
No.
It's so mysterious playing South Africa now. I love it. I love that now they've got nothing to do with Super Rugby because it's just this first test is so mysterious and scary.
Yeah, and even you look at some of the players and go, oh, it's a bit of a deep cut, but they do have some of their big, like Ebenezabeth is there.
Yeah.
And of course,
Oxnich.
Malcolm Marks and little Cheslin Colby. But the one to look out for is Sasha Feinberg Ngomazulu, who is the number 10, and he is a freak of nature. He can basically, he's going to take over from Dan Carter as the kind of like the
10 guy.
the elite number 10 sort of guy. Well, that's what they're saying. He played a couple of tests last year where everyone went, oh, shit, it's happening.
Yeah.
But we've been waiting for it to happen because he's real quick, shot out of a cannon, sort of quick and big and strong and freakishly skilled. So, yeah, they were waiting on him, sweating on him the way that we were sweating on Roy Gard, Will Jordan and D-Mac to be ready.
Well, there's no Sai Khaleesi, though.
Yes.
Captain, he's
See ya.
out. Yep. So he's see ya. He is out for this first test. But you're right, Matt Heath. There is some mystery around it.
Yeah,
The
and especially
warm-up-
it's also at 3 a.m. Sunday morning. You're going to wake up into this kind of the darkness and this All Blacks playing this mysterious. I mean, we know a lot of them, but it's mysterious group of monsters we haven't seen for a while.
There better be some cheese on toast involved.
Well, and also because there's all sorts of rumours around Razzie being involved in the 3 warm-up games, the Sharks, the Bulls, and the Stormers, and instructing their coaches not to do any minimal amount of box kicks for the All Blacks to lull them into a false sense of security around South Africans' game plan, and then rain down box kicks on the actual test match itself.
Well, the one thing about it is that the backline now, even though they've got Deolander and Creel, who are their sort of like their solid, Little and Bunce type combo who've been there for ages, the Nonu and Conrad sort of thing, they aren't that exciting, but everyone around them is very exciting because you've got that Kurtley Aronsa and old Damien Willemse is pretty cool to watch as well. So they really, if Tony Brown has his way, the professor, who you know very well, Matt Heath, is an Otago man, he's the guy who you have to worry about. It's like he'll have these little plans, these little sort of like tricks. It's not just Rassi and his 6-2 split of forwards on the bench that we're worried about now. You're worried about Tony Brown now.
Yeah. He's got a lot of inside knowledge, a lot of feeling for New Zealand rugby that you only get if you're from the proper province, the Golden Province.
So looking at that, do you think that'll come into play later on in the series though? Because I feel like this first game, they're just going to square off like a couple of heavyweights and just slug it out. It'll be penalty kick. It'll be, my feeling is going to be 19-15. They're not going to kick for the corners. They're just going to kick for the points. They've got two kickers that are...
Who gives a shit about champagne rugby? We just want to win.
Correct. That's what I feel like this first game's going to be.
Yeah.
We've chosen quite a slugging out team because Tupou Vai playing on the blind side. We've gone with Holland and Lord, our two biggest locks.
Yeah.
Or tallest anyway. So that it's like trying to win that aerial battle. So everyone was saying Paddy Toops was going to play.
Yeah, no.
But no. I mean, Holland, when you look at him, he pops up at first receiver. He's so silky. He's throwing little backhand passes and stuff. He's better than most first fives we've had who turn up at first receiver. There's so much guilt involved in those passes.
It's the weight of everything that his previous home country.
How many offloads does he have to do to rid himself of the guilt?
When he runs out, he should run out to Free Nelson Mandela. Great song.
He's having to carry around the guilt of Max Verstappen yelling at Liam Lawson in the previous.
Is that our segue?
Oh, that is. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with Matt Heath's F1 Corner.
Matt Heath's F1 Corner.
Right, welcome back, Matt.
He's back, baby.
Big news, isn't there? In the F1 world,
isn't it funny? I mean, it just was so heartbreaking, those two races, and then stabbed in the back by Horn Dog or, Helmet or whoever it was. A conglomerate of arseholes stabbed in the back after two, threw Yuki in there. What's interesting is Yuki, who's the reserve driver for the senior team, he's not driving. I'm wondering, immediately being a sort of patriotic Liam Lawson fan, I thought this is a huge sort of feather in his cap. They're saying, we're bringing you up. But then I started thinking about it, and Yuki hasn't driven these new regs at all. Oh. And it's like driving a fucking spaceship
with the batteries.
Yeah, and all the deployment, it's totally different, right? So it might be less that they're thinking Liam Lawson. They're obviously saying Liam Lawson over Lindblad, which is clear by the absolutely clear this season. But they might be thinking, Yuki's never frickin' driven one of these cars competitively, so we want Liam up in the team. But I'm kind of like, it's going to make me so much more nervous watching because I really, 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 really want him to do well, and it's pretty frickin' hard because it's a sprint weekend, so he's got to practice, quali for sprint, and then quali, and then so he basically only gets that one practice before he's going into competitive racing, which is a bit scary for Liam, isn't it?
So one practice in that car, so he's never been in that car before.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be all over the sims, but it's very different from the V car.
And just to clarify this, if he comes third, he still gets points for his own personal.
Yeah, so
tally,
he gets his championship
but
points.
It's just the constructor points goes to another.
I just believe, and I know it's almost impossible to jump in a car you haven't raced before and do really well, but he's been the best of the rest. He's gone as fast as you possibly can in the V carb. He's only ever been, he's been beaten by cars you can't beat, which are like the Mercedes, the Ferraris, the McLarens, and the Red Bulls, right?
Yeah.
So now he's in this car that has the pace to beat other cars. So maybe he can get past. Yeah, maybe
podium.
If he does well, does he stay? If he gets a podium, hey, look, I'm just going to throw it out there. If he wins, how can you drop him?
Well, the thing is that Hadjar, it's his seat. You can't do that. But Hadjar, the real question is how broken is Hadjar's hand?
He did it boxing.
Yeah, punching sandbags, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. And that guy gets so angry at the smallest thing. He would have been so angry. He's probably punched a wall and broken his hand again. He's so angry about breaking his hand. But have you ever broken a hand? How long does that take to heal?
I've broken the bones in here from throwing a punch. It doesn't take too long, but he must have broken it pretty badly.
But surely a month before you can go back to full competitive sport.
Yeah, potentially, especially when you're driving a car.
So it's just interesting how many, because we get into the three-peats coming up So imagine if he was down for 6 weeks, then Liam might get 5 races.
What about as the strap-ons? What's happening? Is he re-signed with Red Bull?
Yep, strap-on's back.
Oh,
Very
yes.
funny joke with Lauren Mickey and him, where Lauren Mickey's sitting down. They just put it out online. Lauren Mickey's going, printing an email to the whole of going, Max has resigned.
Yeah, there's a difference between the resign and
It
re-sign.
needs to be a hyphen in there.
And then he
come
goes,
on.
it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And then Max goes, you need a hyphen. And he put it in and goes, that looks good. Yeah, and he's re-signed. Yeah.
Okay.
But part of me thinks
It's
it might
been
be
done
bad.
before.
This might be bad for Liam though, because he's just going so well where he is, and he gets upset again from that, and all these expectations come on.
Does he give
I thought it was the best. It was kind of vindication for him because they've messed him around. He's the guy who's clearly got talent, but he's from Pukekohe and probably doesn't have the backing. Oh, he's got Big Potato behind him, I guess.
Yes, Big Spud.
Yeah, Big Spud's behind
But
him.
he doesn't have big population.
There's and neither big nor Big Onion. I don't think the Onion faction in Pukekohe are all on board. But the thing is, so he hasn't got all of that, or like you say, a massive nation. Like, for example, if you're from Mexico,
Yeah.
that's 130 million straight away. Boom. That you
Well,
know.
if you're Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah,
you're bringing 130.
And I'm another 130. Imagine the Bangladeshi driver bringing 178 in. But the whole thing.
If you could get someone in, well, Lindblad's got Indian blood, so they're trying to get 1.4 billion in from him, but they're not buying it because of his British. Because he's really running a British line here.
Yeah, that's right. So, but I guess it's like, when you see a talented athlete dropped and waiting to get back in.
Yeah.
And that when I saw that happen to Liam Lawson, just left in limbo like that, and I thought, they're pissing him around because they clearly know he's talented enough.
Yeah.
Then they say, oh, you can have the you're down in the shitty car or whatever it is, the RB, is it?
The V-carb.
The V-carb. And then now he's totally proved himself. They're sort of going, actually, yeah, we kind of always knew that. I don't know what we were doing with you, but it was probably a combination of all those things we're talking about. Not a sexy country. I know that we think we're sexy, but we're not on the international stage.
But good looking. But
we're
not
good looking sexy. He's the best looking of the lot of them almost.
He's really rocking the tank top well.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
He's decided, how am I going to stand out? I'm going to get a perm.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna pump the guns, and I'm gonna get those guns out, and the ladies are loving the guns.
Oh, yeah. The thirst trap gym photos, he's really working as well. Where you just hold it low and take a photo. He gets on the guitar and strums away.
Yeah, because the thing that even the super hot Chaleclu, sometimes F1 drivers can get thicker neck than a neck that goes wider than their ears.
Yeah.
It was a G-force training.
Yeah, and so you got to watch that. But I think Liam's managing that with a lot of broccoli on the top of his head.
He has stayed quite sexy.
And then, distracting with the guns and the shoulders. It's looking hot.
Because I remember when, was it Matt Hayden was dropped from the Aussie team and there was the Give Matt a Bat campaign and all that sort of stuff. Then when he's back in the Australian team and he goes well, they're going, we always knew he was a good absolute champion. It's like, no. He was out for 3 years.
Speaking of broccoli heads, have you seen his latest lid?
Who?
Matt Hayden.
Has he gone and got the plugs?
Oh my God. Yeah, he looks like something out of the Westlake Boys High. He looks like half the Westlake Boys High School
Can't
kids.
go too far.
He's got a full broccoli head.
Don't go for your dream here. If you're getting the plugs, just go for a decent
Just
lid. Don't
decent covering.
go for the hair that you always wanted.
Yeah.
You're not trying to be bloody Steve in Stranger Things.
True.
let me
It's a
just
bridge too far.
Let me just bring this up for you. Matt Hayden's new hair. It was. He's documented the journey online quite a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with.
Can I just say, if you'll know this better than me, Matt Heath, if Liam Lawson gets into a good position, he should be able to hold it because he's like the Minister of Defence type dude, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
He's
kind
a
of the
massive
thing.
cock blocker.
That's the kind of thing that I think is going to be interesting because he's managed to find those great positions outside of, hard to beat the top four unless they DNF, which is he's getting points because there's been a lot of DNFs in McLaren and Mercedes and Red Bull. But he sits there, but he's quite a long way behind. He just knows that, look, I can't really, these aren't the races I can have. I can't have a race with the top 4 teams.
Yeah.
Now he's in one of the top 4 teams, so it's just going to be interesting. He can have that race. He does have the speed to pass some of these. He could knock off the Pedo Estrie. He could be right up the arse of Lando Norris. Although the McLarens are really coming back, but he doesn't necessarily have to be the Minister of Defence. He can be the Minister of Attack.
Yeah,
he can be he can get in there and
The Minister of War.
the Minister of War.
So when's that? What time do we need to watch?
So we're in
We're in
the
Holland.
exact opposite side of the world.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
It's the Dutch Grand Prix, so it's going to be.
That's
early
why you need
hours.
to get over the supercars as well, because that'll fill in your motorsport during the daytime.
Okay.
Out of Ipswich.
Hey, change topic. Webby.
Okay. As soon as I go to supercars, we're out.
Webby.
Goodbye, Matt Heath.
He ain't fucking leaving. Webby ain't fucking leaving.
Oh,
He ain't fucking leaving.
How good. What are the chances of keeping him, though? I just thought he was going to be the most in-demand coach in the NRL.
Coach of the fucking year last year.
Yeah. But what is a NRL contract?
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean
If you sneeze, then you can go back to your family.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what about this though? I said this on my radio show yesterday on News Talk ZB 0800 80 1080. I said I says, and I got a lot of abuse. I says, what if a package of Clearys came knocking?
Yeah.
What if the Clearys packaged themselves up?
The full pack.
Full pack of Clearys came into the mix.
But
Yeah,
who's,
that's a full house.
who's taking over from Cleary at Penrith?
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know as yet. He's still got that one more year to go.
It's
next
a
year.
weird thing because when they made it was a bombshell announcement, they went, "Oh wait, so it's 18 months." Okay, that probably
everyone-
makes about sense.
Everyone's kind of calmed down.
Yeah. So, like the good thing about Webby, I think, is it carries on a great distinguished line of overseas gingers who we've fallen in love with, because you got John Gallagher, who obviously played fullback for New Zealand, Finlay Christie, we've absolutely adored.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, lovely, Finlay Christie. Those are two that spring to mind.
Tom Florence, he's an up and comer.
Well, yeah, and obviously Tom Robinson we loved as well.
He's a bit of a ginger in the right light, isn't he? Out in the day.
Yeah, he's a ginger.
Yeah.
He's certainly got the skin of a
If you
ginger.
see him like out and the light shines across.
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
But you see him in the box at night, maybe not.
No.
Under tangent light, maybe not so much.
Of our homegrown gingers, we've already got obviously Ruben Love starting at 10, which is great. And then
He's not a full blown though, is he?
Sam Winder's probably the happiest and sunshiniest person in New Zealand sport. You would have done game of two halves with Sam.
Sam Winders. I've done some netball commentary with Sam Winders.
He's lovely. So, there's some great gingers out there, but Webby is definitely at the moment. He's him and
Is that
Ruben
more
Love.
bright brown?
What's that?
Webby, is he bright brown?
If you go back to young Webby, I think he's gone brown. Like, for example, Warner Dern's mum, Tanya Derns, Tanya Cox, she was ginger, but then over the years it sort of goes, it fades.
It softens, doesn't it?
It softens, yeah.
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 Like for Finlay Christie, he could be a beacon. Like he should be in search and rescue or something like that, because I can't see it fading. And the same with Tom Robinson.
Yeah, I think I remember we commentated a preseason with Tom Florence playing, and we
yeah.
tried to run out sunscreen out to him because we were,
When you say we, this is a total G Lane idea, but yeah, I was there.
and the poor guy went and listened to the commentary again and was quite concerned that we were more worried about his risk of melanoma than how he was playing.
No, we ended up, it wasn't, that commentary went out on streaming, and it's a preseason game, so all the rugby hundies were listening, and they were like, who the hell are these dickheads? And they were just going, that is so disrespectful.
But also, in that game, it was Blues Chiefs, I think it was. And they at halftime, they changed the entire team, and they all had numbers went up to like 38, and no one gave us a team sheet.
Yeah.
So they completely changed the team, and we're like, I have no idea who's playing right now.
They put us in a tent on the sideline. We couldn't see anything
With the
apart from the
sides.
15 metres in front of us. There was a strip of the ground that we could see. Oh, there they go.
So we panicked and just started talking about Tom Florence's skin issues.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, and bullying people for their foibles has always been the ACC's, go-to.
It's a go-to. It's definitely.
And taking it downstairs
Yeah.
as well. But, we've reached this time, I think, which is disturbing for me, when we start getting contracts signed to 2032.
Yeah. it's
And
a
you
long way
go,
away.
2032, what is that? We'll be flying around in bloody hoverboards, and we'll have
Meet
bloody
George
teleboard.
Jetson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, no, that's just a 5-year contract. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I thought that as well. I
Yeah.
thought
2032. If they signed him forever,
Yeah.
Is he
There'll be
signed?
no oil on the planet. What are we doing?
We'll be short little grey creatures with giant heads and with a grey metallic hue and just one big long finger for pressing buttons by then.
Exactly. It's like what are the humans in what's the movie where they show the humans of the future and they're just sitting around and they don't have
Wall-E.
Yeah, Wall-E and the bones.
Yeah. So 2032. My God, what will the world be like when his contract comes to an end? Pretty much the same. It's only 5 years.
Will he'll be speaking like Stephen Hawking and that just because that's easier because you just go straight from the brain. It's like
you have to use your voice
the
box.
mighty Martin will be playing stand up. And then out into a picky at fullback. And then it's like the whole thing is like James Fisher Harris is your captain today.
That's because they perfected the the imitation voice back with Stephen Hawking. So they can never get any better.
Nah,
it's not getting any better.
It's not getting any better than that. It's not. But that should be the next step. Is that your thoughts turn into sort of like
you don't even have to play the games by 2032. They'll just AI will be so advanced that we'll just run the numbers and we'll know who won before we even play the game by 2032.
Yeah,
but like you announce the draw and then you get the results.
Yeah, and then just have the prize giving.
AI studied your sprig length and they knew that you were going to slip over then, and it was all over. Hey, by the way, Brisbane Broncos are absolutely capitulating, aren't they? Which is kind of fascinating to see, given they won the title last year, thanks to a freakish game by Reece Walsh, one of the greatest games of all, or performances of all time. But it seems that Madge Maguire, everyone's rounding in on him, eh?
Yeah.
Because I've heard Tallis have a go, and now
Tallis has a go at every Broncos coach in existence.
Yeah, no, he's too. He's emotional. I love him, eh? I love Gordon Tallis.
I had an Aussie Broncos fan staying in my house last week.
How was he?
He's a great man. One of the greats.
How's his emotional state at the moment?
He's just actually in awe of the Wars because he's been to a few games this year and he goes, no one at the bloody Titans merch tent at all. No one lining up for gears. The line for the Wars gear
out the door.
Out the frickin' door. No one lining up for the gear for the home bloody team.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what we're going. And it's happened because he lives on the Gold Coast, but he's a Broncos fan. And so he's just in awe. He goes, "You got something going on here." So he went out to he went out to the Warriors.
Yeah, it's a movement.
And he went, what an experience.
Yeah.
What an experience. He's just in awe of the whole Wars movement. Yeah.
It's the movement.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it happened at all. Sort of, how like planets just
was
align.
that an Australian accent that I was doing there?
It wasn't
It
bad.
was pretty good.
Bad.
It's pretty good.
Bad. Okay.
I feel like the planets aligned because for a while there, the Wars was so going off piece. They had Nathan Brown as coach. They hired Matt Lodge, that guy who did the home invasion thing in New York. He left the club in a sook and cost the club $700,000 in wages, which we couldn't replace. And it's like, this club is an absolute shambles. But because of the COVID thing and them coming home, something happened along the way where suddenly everybody fell in love and just said, "You're our team. We're so proud of you. Welcome home."
Yeah.
Haere. And then merch became hard to buy. Tickets became hard to buy. Webby gave them belief and identity, almost gave them that sort of a standard of excellence. And then even Sean Johnson's homecoming, it was like, we've got a little Stardust, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck coming back from rugby, and it was like, it's because you do need a little bit of Stardust. You need some kind of, name on the marquee, and we had that, and that whole thing combined created this thing where now it's impossible to get a ticket to Mount Smart.
Yeah, I remember that day the homecoming, the first game back at Mount Smart. I was sat next to Di Henwood and his son Charlie, and they had a tear in the eye. It was emotional stuff when they came out.
They didn't even know if the turnstiles still worked. They didn't even know if they were chasing rats out of the changing shed. They were like, the thing had gone to mould. There was black mould everywhere. They had to clean it up for that, didn't they?
But how much love does Di deserve for actually being so much of a Warriors fan that for years he was tweeting stuff that nobody would even respond to, and he'd say something.
He's got the receipts for being there the whole time.
He's got the receipts, and even on the 7 days he'd mention the Warriors or wear a Warriors top, and no one would even bat an eye, It's like, it's just died.
Here we go again.
Yeah, Family Feud, he'd mention it. He's pretty much been doing free advertising for the Warriors for years.
Yeah.
And now, it must be, awesome to see that.
So 7:30 Rabbitohs Saturday night over in Aussie. So perfect kickoff time. You can watch the Battle of the Bridge, then straight into the Waz. The punt we've got this week for the agenda has gone for a 3-leg multi, gone full Kiwi. I've got the Warriors to beat the Rabbitohs, the All Blacks to beat South Africa, and Liam Lawson to get a top 6 finish.
Oh,
so that is going to
in the sprint or in the
race,
in the
actual race.
That's a really good bet, that one.
It's paying $11.68 for that 3-leg multi. So we're going to whack that on, and if we win, you win as well.
So New Zealand's paying $2.60.
Yes,
I've never seen the All Blacks at $2.60.
That's crazy. They were at $2.80 before the news of Sia Khaleesi pulling out. So they've come back a bit. So there are quite a few people going on at $2.80. So
that's good. That's good.
That's really exciting.
Betting on the All Blacks is it's generally a decent opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the percentages.
If you take the line as well. I think the line's at about 4.5.
Are we going to yours, please?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
So no Tony Lyle today. He's in Melbourne on a comedy gig tour. A lot of the Yours Pleases have been directed as almost a live air check for Tony Lyle. So there might be a few strays he's going to cop on this Yours Please. Let's see how we go. First one, Yours Please.
A big choo to Northland for what a great win. They definitely deserve the shield. Congratulations from Hawke's Bay and Black White. All right, come on the bay. Cheers, boysy.
Oh, what a nice Yours Please. Just positive.
Just get on there. Congratulations.
See, that's quality agenda rati communications there, isn't it? Good on you.
And a little bit of a humble brag for the Magpies at the end there as well. Next one.
Perfect.
Up the Tani. Fuck yeah. Take that, Joe Jury. Take that, Manukaz. 420.69.
Yeah.
Yours sincerely, a Chiefs supporter.
You take that. I wish Joe Jury was here.
Yeah, because
what a, him and
Mania and
just
all the rest of them.
Bad people.
Yeah, they are.
Bad people.
Next one. Yours, please.
Fuck you, Mania. Fuck you, Joe.
Yes.
Northland, Mana.
Yeah.
The Manafars.
The Fars.
Yeah. That's nice.
The Manafars. I enjoy that.
You could hear Ricky Swannell in the background say, here was a real quick Yours Please. Straight onto Yours Please.
I did notice that as well. It's like, that's gone straight onto the microphone button on the iHeart and going, I'm getting straight into Mania.
And that guy's voice was like, I guess, pouring treacle and whiskey over hot coals or something. What a beautiful voice.
I felt like he was doing that in the corner of the room to not wake the family. And say, fuck you, Mania. Fuck you, Joe.
I'm not 100% sure he had his pants on when he was doing that.
I wonder how many of these have got to go over and pre-listen to these. It could be all fuck you, Mania and Joe.
I hope so.
Next one.
Northland Mana. A bunch of good-looking guys as well, I must add. Can't say the same about the fans, but good for them.
Nice.
I do enjoy the fans who had the You're My Boy Blue signs. Have you seen that? Like they're holding up the You're My Boy Blue. You're My Boy Blue. That was good. I like that. That was a good touch from the Taniwha fans.
Speaking of which, loving the Hawk. Oh, we talked about this, didn't we?
Oh, the Hawk, yes. Yeah, Lani Hawkins. That is good. That is a good watch. Slow burn. Took me a while to get into the first couple of episodes.
By the time you're up to episode 4, you're all in.
I'm invested. I'm fully invested, especially Sam the caddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, I was wondering about that because when I saw the Hawk, I thought I did watch that previous golf show with Mark Maron and who was the actor? I can't remember. It was on Apple TV.
Right, yeah.
So they sort of did it. You know what I mean? Like literally the same sort of thing. Washed up golfer makes a comeback.
Yeah.
But have you seen that one on Apple TV?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's probably why I've struggled to get into the Hawk, but I'll
you got
again.
to battle through it because when it starts, you just go, you've seen this from Will Ferrell before. It's the same old shit, blah, blah, blah. But then, and I love Will Ferrell, but it's the kind of the same old shit. But then it's just got a bit more to it. It's got a bit of edge to it.
Who's outside batting stuff against the...
I think that that might be Mania Stewart trying to bash the door. He's got to do a Mad Monday on a Friday.
Oh,
next one.
Right.
Yours, please.
Up the Taniwha Mana.
Fuck Canterbury.
This is good. There's a lot of people.
North Canterbury.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep going. Any more?
Fuck everybody south of Timor.
Okay. There you
All
go.
right.
South of Timaru.
A lot of people worked up. There's a lot of people on the hair trigger ready to just unload on Canterbury, which I'm not. I don't hate.
No.
Yeah.
How many more yours
Next
please
one.
have we got?
Yours, please. Oh, you're getting all mashy on it.
No, I was. I was wanting to start another chat, but it's all right. I just want to know whether yours please is.
There's 6 more.
Oh, jeez.
Holy shit!
There you go. Next one. Yours, please.
G'day, fellas. Just a short and sharp one here from me. Is Northland lift the fucking shield? I just want to send a heartfelt fuck you, you red and black pieces of shit, out to Joe Jury, even Miserable Mashy, Mania, just all of them together. Get fucked up the Taniwha.
You got to say,
fucking eat it.
you got to say that the balance of power has shifted here at the ACC with Miserable Mashy going.
Yeah. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
It has shifted.
I like how 3 of the nicest people we've ever worked with are just getting absolutely piled on. It actually makes me feel.
Joe
quite-
Jury, a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's a nasty piece of work.
Yeah. Next one. Yours, please.
Oh fuck!
The introduction of your own music and sting into the yours, please
Yeah.
is great.
I mean, maybe get that a little bit louder in the mix.
Yeah, that's-
Although it did draw us in.
Yeah, it did. Next one. Yours, please.
Canterbury. First time, fellas. I just want to say the NPC has been way better than Super Rugby, in my opinion, just in terms of engagement. What do you think that the Super Rugby should do in terms of changes that are influenced by the NPC? Also, Northland deserved the win. Love Canterbury, but it's the honest truth. Love you as fuck is.
This is my theory in the NPC. If you're a dirty town that insists on having a Super Rugby team, you don't get to play in the NPC.
Yep.
Yep. Just
Yep. Choose your poison.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fully provincial.
So what are you saying?
You only have one Canterbury. You know, you only have one. You have the Blues. You don't. If you decide you're going to go all in on Super Rugby,
Yeah.
you don't get an NPC team.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
we see where it sits. You just get and because look at the support for the teams that don't have a Super Rugby team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The small provinces.
That'll be tough though because Waikato that means everything to me. You know could they move? Would you happy if Waikato went out to Te Awamutu or
Yeah.
probably not Cambridge? It's a bit too posh. Eh?
Yeah,
It's like,
way too posh. Way too posh.
Morrinsville.
Yeah, Morrinsville's
Taupo?
got a bit of backbone.
Down Taupo.
Taupo?
Well, actually, that's not Waikato, but it'll be quite a good spot
Taupo's
for it.
Waikato.
I think, yeah, it's incorporated.
No, it's
Is
not.
it
Yes,
not?
it is.
It's King Country.
Is it
No,
King Country?
look, mate, I'm down there all the time. They're Chiefs hard.
They're Chiefs hard.
They're Chiefs, but
Yeah.
we're talking Waikato.
Like,
Yeah,
you're talking NPC team?
I see what you're saying. I was saying,
yeah.
I thought you mean the Chiefs.
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
right.
saying. I'm saying. I'm saying. Can we
I was saying move the Chiefs to Taupo.
Yeah, I'm saying. Can we keep Waikato somehow? But I know what you're saying because Wellington, you see the crowds and the cake tin that need to be augmented by drone videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, it's always a problem. Those big centres that have had their, it's like they're smoking the cigarette after they've climaxed, right?
Yeah.
And everyone else is just getting ready.
Do you remember when
Yeah.
Nickelback supported the Rolling Stones at Western Springs? It'd be like, what's happening? You're trying to do this, trying to have the Rolling Stones first, and people stick around for Nickelback. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a great thing because I don't want to run down an NPC.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you can't have the big hyped act with all the money pumped into it, and then have basically the same name
Yeah.
for the lesser, because
Yeah.
people have to build up again, right? So I say, if you want to be the Hurricanes, you go hard on the Hurricanes, but you don't get Wellington.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I know what you're saying.
But it doesn't work
So
well.
we can get
Doesn't
that
work-
over the line?
Doesn't work well for our Chiefs Mana, though.
No, but the Chiefs are moving to Taupo. It's fine.
Oh, that's
No, but we're talking about Waikato keeping, because that's the
Mulus.
thing. We care about the Mulus big time, and I mean it's weird. Auckland fans, I'd like to know who you actually care about more. You know, because
The question is, who do you care
Blue-
about less?
Oh yeah, let's see exactly. The Blues won a title, and then Eden Park's completely empty the following year. Like, it didn't do anything for the buzz or the hype.
Well, I mean, as we always say, you know, the Blues can pull in 15,000. It looks terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's actually a lot of people.
But I went to a game. I went to a game where they didn't even reveal the attendance because I think they were embarrassed.
Right.
Friday night game, Brumbies, no one there.
Oh, yeah,
you were up in the corporate box. I could see you.
Yeah.
It was busy up there.
It was packed.
Next one.
You and Wayne Brown.
Yours, please.
Taniwha mana. Also, how are you guys not mentioning Aaron Smith in your Mount Rushmore of players?
Oh,
surely fair enough.
He's got to be up there somewhere. Fuck you, Tony File.
Oh, Tony File is his new nickname.
Tony File.
Yeah, just a play on pedophile.
Oh, right.
We're looking at the
Mount Rushmore.
The Rushmore, but what we've decided, we're going to split it pre-2000, post-2000 in terms of your Rushmore.
Yeah,
because there were arguments around George Napier and Dave Gallagher and Pine Tree. And because they didn't have YouTube channels and YouTube highlight clips, people were struggling to connect with those goats. So,
well, how many followers have they got?
Yeah, exactly.
What's your Instagram like, George Napier?
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Yeah, so,
but I mean, George Napier, yeah, he is probably the OG international star. But at least with I guess with Pine Tree, you could measure it in terms of just awe around the world. You know what I mean? Like he had that, he had aura. He had aura in the modern parlance because when Pine Tree turned up, everyone's like, "Oh,
right."
shit.
I thought when you're talking about Aaron Smith, I'm talking about like the Mount Rushmore of sex scandals.
Oh no. Oh, he's definitely on that. He's definitely Hundy P on that.
But I know
of all eras.
He's right about Aaron Smith. At its peak, he was amazing.
Bring him back.
But there's a lot of players like that. There's a lot of players like that who we haven't even mentioned. You know what I mean? Like I just think that the other people sort of have this. What would you call it? It is just the aura, the global kind of presence where you just go, oh yeah, because we included Richie McCaw, Dan Carter, Jonah Lomu. We chucked Ma'a on there because just sheer greatness, longevity, 2 World Cups. You know what I mean? Like he was just nailed on starter, had to play the full 80 for the All Blacks.
I mean,
they're not subbing him.
We left off BG
You know?
Williams on that pre-2000s as well.
Yeah.
Hack it into the side of the Remarkables or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And if we do a couple of them, we just have to put pre-2000, post-2000 just to get up there.
Was there anyone from Motel? See, Jeff Wilson would have gone close, but I think even then we were starting to talk about how John Kerwin was amazing at his peak.
Yeah.
He sort of changed the game too.
Well, cross coders, he'd definitely on the.
I mean, I reckon you're only going to get argument around Ma'a really on that, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. I think the reason for Ma'a isn't just the longevity greatness. It's just that we probably never appreciated how good he was until even maybe that 2015 World Cup final when he was a bit of a veteran. He scored one of the great World Cup tries, and you're going, if any of those other players had even done anything near that, we'd be eulogising that forever, you know? Yeah. Whereas Ma'a does it and we go, oh, yeah, he was always quite quick, that guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Where it's like, what a freak. Yeah.
All right. Next one. Yours, please. That's it. Thrown in the towel. Mel's thrown in the towel there.
Right.
Well, thanks, Mel. Yeah, okay. We'll save it for next time. Hopefully you'll be here, Matt Heath, but I just was going to talk about the movies I watched on the trip home. But all I'll say is, and this is just a teaser for next time, I watched the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, yep.
I watched White Chicks, of course.
Racist.
No relation. No, did you watch those back to back?
Yeah, there was certain themes that overlapped.
Yeah.
Some of the White Chicks seemed funnier anyway back in the day. And then, of course, I watched Interstellar. You have to watch Interstellar, you know.
Did you cry?
I cried. I mean, it's a father-daughter movie.
Yeah,
really.
you got to cry.
It's a father-daughter movie.
If you don't cry in Interstellar, then you've got... Then you need to be, I don't know, you're evil.
And you know, this time I actually appreciated that there were aliens sort of doing things, you know. Like last time I thought, what are they trying to do?
To be fair, I've never really understood it, but I've enjoyed the vibe. Yeah. I've enjoyed the vibe.
Yeah, exactly. They were talking about them, and it's like, oh, right, there's another alien force.
It's love, mate. It's love.
It's love. It's about love.
It's love.
Okay, well, right. Have a great weekend, you fellas, and we'll see you next week.
Good stuff. We didn't talk about Mark Walter. He's innocent. Free Mark Walter.
Okay.
Bye.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.